Hello, DMV sports fans and sports fans around these United States. Welcome to Mike Mason's Showcase Network, and you are on this here DMV Sports Fan Channel. All right, we're gonna get into Week 18 post games, and we're gonna announce the final contest winner for the NFL football season of this year. But before we get started, let me introduce you to my cohorts. What I have here down below, we have my brother D. Anthony, aka Pedro. Show him some love.
Peace and love, everybody.
And also up here on my left-hand side, looking into the screen, I have my other brother, Ken. Sometimes we call him Ken Ken. Say something, son.
Hello.
All right. Hey, look, let's go ahead on and dive right into it. Week 18 brought out clarity on who's going to be in the playoffs, who's going home, and who's sitting around wondering what happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the games that started off on Saturday, rolled into Sunday where we had a whole plethora of games, and everything blasted off and ended off on Sunday because we had no Monday night game because we're in preparation of wild card week. All right. So having said that, what I want to know, and I'm going to start with Ken Kent, out of Week 18 post game, who was your ham sandwich, son?
My ham sandwich was the Jaguars. My goodness. Kobe. All you had to do was go in there against a 2-15 team and just get yourself in the playoff. I don't know what happened, Kobe. Maybe you can comment on us later, but you got to tell me something. That was a disgraceful game. So that was my ham sandwich. Jaguars, woo! They took a long time getting there, but they showed up.
All right. So having said that, Jaguars was your ham. Who was your prime?
You know who it was. It was my boys. My boys is going to the playoff. We got a game coming up with the 49ers. I just hope they stay focused. You know, we're going to get some defensive players back. I appreciate the effort that they gave out there this past Sunday. And I look forward this past Saturday night, my mistake. I look forward to them to having a good game against the 49ers. I think that they'd be all geared up and ready for this. So we'll see what happens. I ain't going to do too much talking about it because I don't like jinxing my team. So I'm going to leave it right there. They was my prime red.
Okay. We got your prime red. Who was your boogers and beans?
They got to be the San Diego Chargers. How do you call it? Look, the Raiders was playing for a tie. There's no doubt about it. They was playing for all you had to do was let the Raiders continue to run the clock. And what do this coach do? He calls a timeout. Now, listen to the excuse he gave. He said, I called a timeout. We want to have the right defensive personnel on there because we figured they're going to run the ball. So we want to have the right defensive personnel on the field to stop the run. Well, guess what the Raiders did when they came out of timeout? They ran it for 10 yards and kicked the field goal in overtime. All they had to do was just let the clock run out, and they would have been in the playoff. Instead, they send in Big Ben to the playoff. So Los Angeles Chargers, you're my booger and beans.
All right. So we got his ham, we got his prime, and we got his boogers and beans. Let's go to Pedro. Pedro, who was your ham?
You know, I gotta go with my boys for being a ham sandwich. I gotta go with the Washington football team. You know, they're not going in the playoffs, but at least they didn't lay down the last game of the season. They didn't pack it in. I mean, you know, the last 4 weeks they've been hit hard by COVID, you know, a lot of injuries, but at least they went out with some dignity and they won a football game that they were supposed to win. So, you know, to my boys, they my ham sandwich. I'm not going to give up on them. I'm going to love them. Let's get into the off season, you know, do what we got to do, revamp and get back out next season and see what happens.
All right. Who was your prime?
You know, my prime red, I have to go, and again, I'm showing love this week because it was the last week, but I got to go with the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they are doing down there in Miami. You know, it talks about they got rid of the coach in order to keep the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you talking about a GM that they gave up first round pick to move up in the draft to take a wide receiver.
Wow.
A GM that took, and I don't have nothing against Tua, but he took Tua in front of Herbert. So it sounds like to me the GM should be gone.
Yep.
Because the coach did what he had to do with the pieces you gave him. So the GM should have gave the coach better pieces. If he gave the coach better pieces, then he would have had a better result. But you got a man 19-14-2 season. He got to win. How you far, man, with a winning record?
I don't understand it, Pedro, but I agree with you because I'm telling you, me and Mike, we talked about Flores down there in Miami and what he could do. Look, they jailed at the end, but look what they did. Look at the teams that they beat. So I'm telling you now, Chicago done already reached out to him. He's going to come back and he's going to redeem himself. And I'm telling you right now, Miami will not win more than 3 games next year.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go ahead and say that, King. I think starting off the season, Miami is going to be part of our curse show. You know, what? Show me that sign you put up. There it is, right there. They're going to be part of that curse show. Because everything that they done unto Flores is going to get done unto them. All right. So who was your prime, Pedro?
That was my prime.
That was your prime?
My boogers and beans. Beans. Mm-hmm. I got to hang this on the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
I don't know what they done down there. I know Washington had a rough season, but Carolina destroyed their own season.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened down there. You know, they had a good start. You know, Sam Darnold finished the season. First of all, they brought back Cam Newton.
Tragedy.
When you move away from somebody, especially at the quarterback position, when you move away, you don't bring them back.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to work out.
Now, I'm going to tell you the second thing that happened to him, too, is they kept covertly telling White Chocolate that ain't his team. So what did White Chocolate do?
Yeah.
Sat on the sideline. All right, if it's not my team, y'all go with your experiment. That'll be what it is. I'll wait until you figure it out. If you can't figure it out, then I want y'all to ship me on up out of here. You know, that's what White Chocolate's doing right now. He's setting up his next move.
But that's good. That's good you brought that up, Mike. Because it's gonna be interesting. What you know is White Chocolate at his end of his contract, or you know they might be losing a valuable player.
Well, hey, look. One thing I have found out that all NFL, NBA players, especially the superstars, have a way if they're not at the end of their contract forcing the owner's hand. So let's see what happens. And usually, you know, those type folks like White Chocolate really get what they want. You know, or they won't be on the field. So you know, it ain't gonna be another Deshaun Watson. He's gonna get up out of there, or they're gonna fix the issue down there. All right. So moving on. So my ham was Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars was my ham sandwich. Yeah. So they did some things down there. They did what they had to do and when they last game of the season, which I am very proud of them because of everything that they had to go through. You know, with the lap dance man down there who they fought. Yeah. And so and they upset Kobe and the coach. You know, so they did what they had to do.
Hey, look, Mike, I was telling Kenny that me and Bryce, my son, we was in the Buffalo Wild Wings down there. And man, the atmosphere was electric. You would never thought that Jacksonville was only a 2-win team. I mean, from the kickoff.
I believe it.
Look, from the kickoff, the place was electric, first of all, because it was full of Jacksonville fans. Look, the place was electric. And I really enjoyed watching that game on a big screen because, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings got many screens. You can watch watch all the games that's going on. Jacksonville went into Indianapolis Colts and they didn't let up.
King, what you got? Do you have ants in your pants over there?
Trying to get adjusted here, boss. You know, we doing a new thing.
Sit still.
Here.
You're making me dizzy, fool.
Hey, I'm good.
Go ahead, Pedro.
Yeah, so I mean that was a great win. But listen, I think Indianapolis was listening to the press. The press told them all week for the last 4 times or 5 times, Indianapolis was unable to win in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
It held true. I don't know what. Hey, Kenny, hey, must got that curse on them.
Hey,
And it
the
must do.
real Carson Wentz showed up.
Okay, well, the biggest thing what I can take away from that, you know the old movie Wizard of Oz, ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. That's what happened, man. When Urban Meyer left, that's the song that was played, and that's how they're playing right now. Matter of fact, the interim coach might get himself a job. We'll see. We'll see how that'll pan out.
How Kobe feeling, Mikey?
I tell you,
I hope he comment on this.
He probably sick and sad, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. If they don't keep the interim coach, that'd be a nice landing spot for Flores. For real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, Chicago already put dibs on him. They immediately contacted him.
Who, Flores?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, there you go. I knew he wouldn't stay on. He ain't gonna stay on the block long. Now because they feel the way we feel. He got hoodwinked. All right, but all right, my prime is Buffalo. Buffalo ended the season strong, and they're going into the playoffs with some momentum. We said it back in the preseason preview. Buffalo was going to be in the mix. Now they in the mix. So they may have to win on the road, to do what they have to do. But I still think you don't want to see Buffalo in the playoffs, especially the way that they had those couple of skids towards the end of the season. Now they're starting to hit their stride again. So they're going to be a team to watch in the playoffs.
Well, you know who they got. You know who they got coming up?
Who?
The Patriots.
Okay, we're going to see. It's going to be a dogfight. All right, but anyway.
They going to get them, too. This is a revenge game.
Okay, we'll talk about it. As
long as that wind don't blow.
All right. And my boogers and beans, who's your boy, D? Joe Burrow in the Bengals. And my boogers and beans. I don't know what happened.
They didn't play.
But I thought that first off, I thought they was going to take the North, but it looked like they going south.
Well, Joe Burrow didn't play, right?
No.
It doesn't matter. It's his team.
Yeah.
It's his team.
They rested some players.
Yeah, that's the only thing that when you get in the last game, that's the only thing that happens. So I don't count Cincinnati out.
I ain't going to count them out, but they better get it right. Because now when you rest, sometimes you get rust put on. But anyway, let's move to the good stuff. The final contest for this year. Guess who won? Y'all want to take a guess?
Who?
Kobe Savoy.
So he won.
Got 3.
He won something.
He 3 out of 5. He got 3 out of 5 right. Queen Chardonnay was dead on his heels. We only had 2 entries for the last contest. Dwayne didn't enter. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he slept on it. But at any rate, he came out on top. So he is the bona fide champion. And I think he's got the most wins out of all in the contest. So, Kobe, we're gonna link up. We're gonna link up real soon, man, so I can get your gear to you. I mean, I got everything here for you, man. Matter of fact, let me show you the file. File's right here. I got all the cold stuff right here for you. But I can't get it to you until I see you. But I got it here. All right? So, having said that, look, we're gonna break down the next time you see us, we'll be breaking down the what they call the wild card weekend, the first wild card weekend coming up. And we're gonna talk about that. And we're gonna see what your predictions are for that for wild card weekend. So until then, what I want y'all to do first off is subscribe. Hit that like button. And ring that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
So you can be in the know. And until then, what I want y'all to do, as you've been watching the news, I want y'all to definitely stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay prayed up.
Prayed up.
And peace.
Peace.